Director Lee, Director Kim, many thanks for your kind welcome and your warm words, and also for supporting wholeheartedly the organization of this workshop. I know Kiat has put a lot of effort in this, as in other programs that Kiat has been running with the EU under the framework program to improve the networking. So also for that, many thanks again once more from here. I would like to use this opportunity here to give you a short overview of the EU's relations with Korea in research and innovation, and outline a few thoughts on a strategy to enhance that cooperation on research and innovation as a driver of smart and sustainable growth, which is something that both sides, Korea and the EU, have embarked on. I'm particularly pleased today that there's two colleagues who made all the way from Brussels underlining the importance of this event for the European Commission. So Alvis Ankan here will give you a presentation later on. And just behind, Alison Burkert, the International Relations Officer dealing with Korea with a long experience in Asia. We've worked together in China in the past. I'm particularly pleased that you also came here to discuss and network with us on how to enhance the cooperation. In this context, let me recall there have been three such events on ICT research opportunities in the past. One in June 2008, another one in December 2008, and then a third one in June 2009. The latter was held in Daejeon. And then there has been a bit of a break, but this here is the fourth occasion now to work out and develop necessary international cooperation strategies for European ICT research together with the Asian Pacific countries and in particular here Korea, of course. And this workshop will produce ideas and recommendations to the European Commission, but also to the Korean policymakers in order to enhance and bring forward this cooperation. I've heard just now some very encouraging words from Director Kim on the increased funding and so on, so that's a good sign, and I think we should indeed use this springboard to enhance the cooperation. ICT is, of course, one of the areas where the EU considers Korea as a key partner for research cooperation, and a number of European companies have successfully worked jointly with Korean companies, mainly based in Europe so far, to exploit such win-win opportunities of research and open innovation. In some other areas, Korea is, of course, also very much involved in research cooperation with the EU. Let me mention the ITER project on nuclear fusion, which is a very, very ambitious international research project where Korea is one of the main and few, actually, stakeholders that have the capability and capacity to work with the EU on this major program. We have other relations and frameworks for this, like the Eureka that you've already mentioned, and the event is ongoing next door, and I'm sure that most of you are very familiar with this. There's other projects like COST, the European Cooperation in Science and Technology, another more intergovernmental approach to cooperation, and there's the European Science Foundation, and of course the 7th Programme for Research, which is probably better known under the funny acronym of FP7. I don't know why there's an R missing in this. It says Framework Program. It doesn't say Framework Program for Research. Maybe somebody can explain to me later why there's no R in the FP7. Anyway, since 2007, there's about 40 Korean companies, research institutes, labs and stuff who have participated under projects in the Framework Program. It's a good start. But when we compared those numbers with participants from other advanced and emerging nations, we found that these are sort of probably beyond potential. We probably have scope for enhancing this. And obviously we need to encourage researchers to use these opportunities. So I'm again particularly pleased by what you said, Director Kim, on encouraging Korean researchers to go to Europe and actually find partners and stimulate the interest. That's very important. And obviously it's not only numbers, it's also the objectives that bring us together to work together. And as you know, Korea and the EU have entered into a strategic partnership last year at the summit in October, where the FTA has been signed by President Lee and President Barroso, and this free trade agreement will enter into force this year, after the ratification processes on both sides are concluded. And this obviously gives another sort of economic boost to the cooperation that can spill over into other areas such as research and development, which are obviously linked very much to economic cooperation.